It is a great day to play some Rocket League, and we've got two excellent teams here to face off against each other. To start off our European broadcast, Excel versus Vitality. Both teams that found wins in week number 1, and they'll look to continue that here today. Vitality having an interesting week, mostly on getting the ferry carry. A little bit of a help from Freaky as well. Pashy having quite a quiet weekend, but you heard on the desk his controller was broken. Apparently, it was like he would tilt his stick down, and the input would it would flicker, and then it would like go up. And it was like, oh, this is completely
rewarding his efforts.
That's not what that stick's supposed to do. So hopefully, we'll see him adding to his statistical categories. Right now, he's in the bottom 2 of all stats out of week 1.
Yeah. Speaking of statistics, though, we're talking about the team with the worst shooting percentage last week against the worst defense. So. Hopefully that gives Excel a little bit of breathing room, but if Pashy is going to be stepping up, anything is better than 10%, so it shouldn't be that difficult. But between these two teams, for me, I mean, Vitality's the only team that went 2-0 last week. They're the only ones that we kind of expected to have that performance. I myself picked it for complexity in their final match, but it really came down to the fact of just how clutch Fairy Peak can really be. Absolutely,
and a nice breath of fresh air for Vitality. Freaky getting involved in the scoring as well. Freaky, usually the player known as the weakest link on Vitality, having a good weekend there, so that's always a great confidence booster there for him. We'll see if it carries over into week 2. RENAULT, Vitality in the blue, Excel in the orange. Best of 5, first to 3 wins. We'll take this one here in the RLCS. We start off with Vitality on the offense. Pashy up towards Freaky. He'll make the screen. Freaky tries to make the shot. Fairy Peak rather was going for the screen. There's no scoring just yet. Pashy over 1, looking for Pondex. A few whiffs there on the defense as well. A little bit zoned out. Fairy Peak now passing to Pashy. Shot towards net, defended by Neilskog. The pressure's still on for Vitality as they keep this one in the orange corner. Back out towards midfield. Pashy onto the backboard. Marky's not up just yet, and Fairy Peak comes into pressure. First save from Marky. Pashy out towards Freaky. Up to try and take a shot, but a miss in the midfield. This will give ball control over to Excel. They'll move up on the offense.
So far, so good on the offensive side from Vitality. Control the midfield really well with demos and denying boost.
Oh, Freaky up towards Fairy Peak looking for the goalie, but doesn't find him. Freaky now looking to pass out towards Pashy. Fairy Peak. His challenge game on point. Nearly always winning the challenge, despite the challenging Excel players. Said the word challenge too many times. Freaky up to Pashy. No contact. Ball now in the corners. Freaky keeps the pressure on. Now back to Pashy. Shot again wide. That accuracy that we heard from week 1, eluding Vitality, still seems to be eluding them a bit here.
Should be an easy fix though. Just got to make sure you're not getting so far underneath it. Try to hit a little bit more square on the ball.
Marky, flick over 1, has Pondex in support. Pashy will meet him at the ball, but here comes Pondex, and now an open net. Neilskog shoots towards the goal. Pashy makes it back from the corner, and the defensive Vitality holds.
Good hustle from Pashy coming out, and then immediately moving back downfield. You see how much he's denying boost. All those pads completely gone, but it might not matter as a long goal.
You saw the positioning there from the rest of Vitality, expecting Freaky to get the ball to them, but that miss in the midfield. Pondex will take it, shoot it all the way back down. Excel scores first.
Pashy was the first one in and would normally be the guy rotating back on defense, but the reason why that net is wide open, he's going for that risky play of denying that boost, trying to make it so that offensive siege is easier, but they get punished for it.
Good kickoff from Freaky. Vitality now looking to equalize. Neilskog out of his own corner towards Freaky. Right on the backboard, Fairy Peak airborne, drops it. Now double commit, Neilskog and Pondex both up. Ball back in midfield. Challenge from Fairy Peak again. Leaving the ball for Pashy high up. Fairy Peak airborne to try and take a shot. Has Freaky in support. Oh my goodness, it hits the crossbar. Difficult to tell if it was a missed shot or if possibly the double commit affected the angle that Fairy Peak was trying to shoot at, but they will still remain scoreless here in game 1. Shootout down the field and Fairy Peak in net. They'll find Freaky to pass back to Pashy and to Fairy. Neilskog with the interception. Send it back away, back out to midfield, and Pondex quick on the counterattack. Cross halftime here in game number 1, and it's still the 1-goal game in favor of Excel.
Seems to be completely dominated by Vitality, though. They just still haven't been able to find the back of the net. Some of these passes are a little bit in front as a beautiful save from Pashy plays outside.
Second good save we've seen from the team captain here. Keeping this game close. Neil's now in the corner. played out. Freaky's there. Marky moving in. Freaky to pass down towards Pashy. He respects the positioning of Pondex and falls back. Fairy Peak down his own corner. Pass to one. Flick outwards. Pashy airborne. Challenge is good. Drops it back to Fairy Peak. This time Pondex has the faster read. It'll go into the blue corner. Freaky sitting in net. Watching the play in the corner. They'll play it out towards Pashy. Lost it high. Plays towards the net coming through for Excel. We're adding pressure. Fairy Peak back in the midfield. Back towards the goal. Straight towards Pondex. I'm going to play it back out. Lacking consecutive touches right now. Both teams just playing it back and forth between each other. In the final minute of game number 1. Again, good positioning here from Vitality and a demolition in net, but Pondex has ball control out in front of the box. Fairy Peak with another demolition, 2 in a row here. The star player and Freaky will be able to get this one around the corner. Clear comes through from Marky. Pashy now up. Fairy Peak could make this shot if he can just get above Nielsko. He gets it past 1, tries to find the second touch, but Marky takes it away. 35 seconds remaining, and it's still all Fairy Peak on the ball here. Does he finally get this one through? No, it's off the crossbar, and Nielsko will send it away. Fairy Peak trying to do the one-man show, and it's just not happening.
Still, after all that, Vitality not able to find the back of the net. Bunch of defensive mistakes coming out from Excel with them all grouping up, but still able to breathe.
Fairy Peak over 1. Nielsko airborne. Trying to hold on to ball, controls Pondex, demos Pashy in his own backfield. Fairy Peak now moving up to the final 10 seconds. He pinches out and Pashy will move in. Plays it back towards the net, but there's 2 defenders. They send it away. In the final second, Freaky has to keep this one alive. Gets it out to Fairy Peak. Pashy goes for the goalie. Fairy Peak pops it high. Can Freaky possibly get the shot? He tries to keep it up, but he just can't get enough altitude. A good play there at the end from Vitality, but no goal, and that's basically the summary of game 1.
It just seemed like a miscommunication at the end there from Vitality. It looked like Freaky wanted to set that up for Pashy, but Pashy choosing to go for the demo instead. Trying to make something work when in reality a shot on net would have done it. It was wide open because of Pashy getting that demo. Unfortunate for them, but Excel able to sneak away with a win here.
Able to get that one out. Just a simple mistake on an offensive push from Vitality. Left an open net. Pondex shoots. And then everything else was about the defense here. Pashy only having to make 2 saves is, again, most of the ball control over on Vitality's side. Fairy Peak here leading his team with 190 points, and 5 shots is only statistic. You can see just how much control they had in enemy territory, and it just hurts them that they were not able to get that ball in the goal.
Yeah, they did a fantastic job of maintaining that possession up on the top side. A lot of it having to do with denying that boost, and when they were rotating back, going for plenty of demos, it completely shut down any pressure whatsoever that Excel was having. The issue, though, once again, hitting crossbar, not going in, something we saw all last week from every team, just seems to be an issue for these guys. Yeah,
there was one play in particular, and then there at the end, you felt like they had a good setup. You saw Pashy going for the goalies. You saw Fairy Peak just trying to take the shot. Right. Fairy Peak possibly could have made that play, but again, I'm not gonna look at Fairy Peak and be like, you're the one that needs to tighten up on the offense right now.
Right.
So we'll see how they're able to respond in game number 2. Accuracy, the name of the game for Vitality. Opening kickoff, ultimately won by Excel. Let's go over to the corner. Yep, gets it past 1. Pashy now advancing into 1. Flick over the first player. Nielsko on the wall. Carries it to the corner. Pashy rotates, picks up boost. Looks to cause interference. Gets the ball away. Freaky now up to Fairy Peak. I'll go for the solo plays again. Freaky now passing towards Pashy. Can take the shot, and he makes it good. 1-0 now in favor of Vitality.
Great start for Vitality. Just a matter of continuing what they were doing last game, but just finding a way to get it to the back of the net. Fairy Peak. Initial reaction from him to play in the offense, but still that pass from Freaky, phenomenal right across and with pace this time. Every other time it's been a little bit too soft, so I'm glad he was able to put some pressure on him with that.
I liked the decision to have Fairy Peak go for a solo play, force the defense of Excel to respect that, to commit to playing that, and then allow Freaky to find Pashy on an infield pass. Create a distraction on what has been your best offensive opportunity, which is having Fairy Peak go for it by yourself, and then use a pass afterwards, which will be more poorly defended.
Right, I liked that it was a little bit more simple. It seemed like they were trying to do too much with the boost deny, too much with the demos up front from Pashy, make it back to the textbook kind of style, and it works out. Once they get that kind of momentum going, then get into the creative stuff. Mix it up, make it a little bit more dangerous.
First minute gonna come and go. 1-0 lead from Vitality. Freaky out towards Fairy Peak. Now back to Freaky on the wall. Able to get it past Niels. corner. Markey was with the challenge. Freaky went for Pondex and net. It's no good. Now Pashy over 2. Freaky now moving up. Got pressure Markey in this corner. Looks for the pass. It gets it out in front of the box. Good pass, but Fairy Peak a little bit far back. Defense able to move up, play it away. Now Nielsko over towards Markey. Taking it all the way to the blue corner. Freaky and Fairy on the front line. Pashy in the back. Next place over the top of 1. Niels gets it past Pashy, and Fairy Peak has to rotate in quickly and pinch it off the post.
How did Pashy bully out that touch?
That was a close one. Back out. Demo by Niels in front of his own box. Pashy up on the wall, sealing vertices, sends it out. Now Fairy Peak up in the 1 position, gets it all the way into the orange corner. Past 2 defenders. Freaky able to get it towards the goal, but Markey with a nice backflip. Keep that one from crossing his box. Ball will pinch all the way, bob along, a few bounces, and gets it all the way back into the blue corner.
Freaky doing a fantastic job consistently hitting those with pace towards the middle of the net. Very dangerous position for the defense of Excel.
Pashy falling back. Niels advances. Fairy Peak in net. Moves out first. He's able to wrap it on the corner, but Pondex with a challenge. They're trying to use this sidewall a lot. Pashy will miss it. That means Marky Dudot with the width as well. He was looking for the read off of Pashy's touch. Now Fairy Peak towards the goal. Pondex and Niels double committed up in the corner, the top corner. Their own half. They're not challenged and able to space back out.
Very good decision as well to allow them to clear that. Even though it was very telegraphed going to that top right corner, everybody backed off, allowed that transition downfield, just so they could all be boosted up and push it right back.
Pinch from Markey in front of the box. Gets it back to Niels. Looks for the pass out towards Pondex, but he's too far away. Pashy will move up, pick up ball control. Has it in the orange corner. Looking for goalies again. Doesn't find any. Niels sends it back into the corner. Now Freaky moving in to create pressure. Clean rotations from Vitality so far, giving them significant amounts of ball controls in games 1 and 2. Here in game 1, they're holding on to the lead. Something that eluded them the entirety of game 1. Niels a pass in. Markey looking to pass it back, but he's outdistanced his opponent, or his teammate there. Pondex to Markey. Fairy Peak with the interception. 1:28 left on the clock. After an exciting first minute, these teams back and forth with good advances, but no shots on net really from either team until Niels takes it towards the goal. It's off the post and back out. A good pass off the backboard. Vitality get this one away. They're not quite out of the woods as this one's still deep in their territory. Markey will go for the boost deny.
Still a dangerous position. Only 1 player with boost. Fairy Peak was around 70. Looks like they're able to breathe. Everybody else seemed to be boosted back up.
Pashy across midfield. Niels to play it away now. Freaky through the air by himself onto the backboard. 45 seconds remaining. Pashy demolished as his own back line. Freaky, good challenge to force Markey to pinch it off the wall and wrap it around the goal too quickly to be shot. But Markey eliminates 2 players with that touch there. Oh, and the defense doesn't come through. No! Nielsko able to find the far post. What an aggressive play from Excel.
Doing such a good job as well, staying patient, just surveying the field, going back and forth, waiting for this play to develop. As soon as he sees an opportunity, he flies in and beats that defense with a beautifully placed shot far post. Tying it up, 33 seconds, Wave.
Markey Dudot pinched it in across the post, forcing the defense to look in that direction, and then able to pick up a second touch, draw 2 defenders out. And then it was Niels with the shot placement that ties the game. 20 seconds remaining. Vitality has to go back to work on the offense. Fairy Peak can look to pick this one up, and Niels is there first. Markey Dudot can send this towards the goal, but he sends it onto the backboard instead. Hoping to find Pondex outside. It's Pashy who intercepts it on the wall. Pondex in, challenged by Freaky, back down the field. Looking like overtime unless they can get this one towards the goal. Fairy Peak trying to do it all by himself. Gets it in. It goes all the way. This stayed in the air for so long, and the buzzer beater gives Vitality the win.
I'm literally sitting here thinking, all right, all you guys got to do is kill this ball. You'll be fine. You can bring it to overtime and it resets. That miss from Pondex. Oh, my goodness. Vitality ties up the series.
I'm amazed that ball stayed in the air as long as it did. It looked like it would fall and hit the ground first, but physics, man. Fairy Peak coming up clutch when they need him. 4 shots, and this time a goal. He and Pashy doing the scoring. Freaky, full goal participation there. Gets the assist both times.
Still the story of that game. Again, Vitality dominating the entire position of the field. Every single thing they're doing is right, but Excel just seems to be squeaking these goals in from just minute, I guess, differences of
like you said, like that Marky Doodah pinch was flying across the net, and everybody's eyes were directed towards it, but it just, nobody had a good clear on it. Nobody was able to get to it in time, and it just got pushed right back in. So.
A small defensive rotational breakdown, which had been what Vitality was doing very, very well this game, was rotating on the offense and on the defense. So they find that mistake. Excel's able to punish that one, but then Fairy Peak, he's been such a clutch player. You heard them talking about him on the desk. It was the reason Mockett was the team for Gibbs back in Season 3. And here, Fairy Peak showing up again, getting the win in game number 2. Now tied up, 1 game apiece.
Something that's got to be extremely beneficial, too, for a team like Vitality, to where you have a player that no matter what happens, you can always rely on. And Fairy Peak actually has like a really interesting history, too, because he didn't have the best performance in that one season. He came in and we're like, okay, where is he? And then as soon as that playoff run started to happen, he's been pretty much dominant ever since.
He has been significantly improved, and they're just staying dominant, not just in the 3 scene, but in the 1 scene as well, and the 2 scene.
He's pretty good.
Fantastic player. Now, game 3 here on Manfield. Excel beginning with ball control. Marky passing to Niels. Onex was lurking, hoping for an opportunity, but didn't find it. Put it in his own corner. Hope to buy some time. Freaky now out. Niels pops his one very far out. Makes it all the way out to midfield. Now Freaky could possibly make a shot here, but he's challenged by Pondex. That'll force it onto the far wall.
Still a good touch to maintain possession.
Niels towards Marky. Back out. Pondex passing across the field. Marky on the retreat, though, looking for boost. Actually demolished in his own backfield. Freaky and Fairy Peak cover well for him, and now they'll be able to get the counterattack all the way back down. Near the net, Pashy comes in as well. Freaky rotating back into the anchor. Pashy past 1. Looking for the pass towards Freaky. Can he get it towards the net? It's in that direction, but it's going to hit the corner and come back out. Fairy Peak now, past 1. Looking at over Pondex, it's just Niels on this back wall. He'll get it away from the goal. Marky rotates in, and what a fall there just to hit the ball underneath Pashy. Freaky and Fairy Peak needed to play some defense. Double commit there from Niels and Pone. Tight offensive positioning from Excel. Fairy Peak and Pashy a little bit of a double commit as well, this time on the offense. Freaky will look for Pashy, intercepted by Pondex. Excel looking to turn this one around at midfield. Shot from Marky towards the net, defended by Freaky. We got a double commit out of Fairy Peak. They'll rotate back. Causes a bit of confusion there on the defensive positioning. Fairy Peak still not sure which way to look in the crossbar. The posts just continue to hurt these teams.
Excel had a beautiful setup there as well. Pass inside and a shot on net, even though it was just shy top right.
No, it's high. It's going to go back out again. The quick counterattack. Niels will send the shot, but this time Fairy Peak able to defend it easily.
Just need to put those on target.
Oh, this one just killed right in front. Fairy Peak, Freaky and Marky Doodah on the drag race. And Niels just gets it straight past him. Demolitions galore across this field.
Yeah, it looked like Fairy Peak was trying to go for a fake there. He wanted to slow down and have him go past us. That was a wide open net. But read well.
Fairy Peak looking for the second touch. He'll find it. Pondex back into the corner. Niels now up and playing it down. Freaky shot towards the net. Is this going to drop in? It hits the crossbar and it'll bounce down. What a challenge from Freaky in the midfield.
Beautiful read. As soon as he sees Pondex make that touch, he just flies straight across. Doesn't even care there's a defender there. Just puts it perfectly on target, far and down. Really well done by Freaky. In the right position, attacking at the right time.
He was the only player that hadn't scored for Vitality this series. They're all sitting at 1 goal apiece. And Vitality with the lead now. 2 games in a row. Watch see if they're able to hold on to it this time. Will Excel tied up again. Niels with the challenge. Trying to get it past Freaky with the meat now. Pashy trying to just push that one through Pondex in the air. Pondex successfully gets it to the corner. 3 players in the corner here for Excel. Freaky gets a pass and Pashy's got the whole net to shoot at. Places it right there, dead center on the crossbar. Well done, 2-0 Vitality.
Look how fast Vitality is in these challenges. Immediately Freaky in the wing, able to come in and contest that. Just imagine the ability to just, without thinking, be in the right position and get with the pace, put challenges on this team. It's completely overwhelming the defense. It's just a matter of, it has been the same situation. Shot accuracy hasn't been the best, but the ability to maintain all this pressure has been so well done by Vitality.
Yeah, oh my goodness, Freaky gets this one in as well. A second goal for him here. The defense just a little bit of muck off kickoff.
Heating up, Pashy actually makes a beautiful touch while moving across the net. Just surprised that the defense has not been able to rotate in. I just don't think they expected Freaky to put that beautiful of a placement on the net.
And when you're able to have that much ball control, it balances out your lack of accuracy. And now here in game 3, we're seeing the accuracy starting to tighten up for Vitality, and they're starting to run away here with game number 3. Pashy sits back in net. Freaky's not rotating with him. He'll stay out in the front line rolls. Very big now out of the net. Pressure from Excel, just not quite enough. So he'll get a solid clear, and now he'll be able to pick this one up on the wall as well. Gets it past Marky before being demolished. Ponex out towards Niels. He can look for Marky here. It goes up high. Fairy Peak and Freaky double commit. And then Pashy with a whiff. This should give Excel back the ball. Freaky with a good challenge on the wall. Gets it past Ponex. Niels and Pwned. Pass. Get it past Freaky, or Fairy Peak rather, and Freaky tries to get back in time. Quick counterattack and a brilliant pass to start it off.
Similar situation to how they just got scored on. Excel was able to just play that across and then put a beautiful placement far post. Even the defender rotating back, just not able to get there in time. But like you mentioned, that two-player clear was absolutely crucial. Just a quick one up and then right across the other side of the field. That misdirection coming in handy for Excel, but still down by 2 with a minute left. Score here could really help.
Definitely doable, but they do need that second goal quickly. Ponex over towards Marky, intercepted by Fairy. Now Niels back in the middle. Pashy up. Soft touch. Freaky will have to help him out. Keeps it lofted. Now Fairy Peak up as his teammates rotate back. You can buy so much time here. The solo plays. Gets into the corner, but now Niels gets it past Pashy. Freaky with a long pop. The more time this ball spins in the air, the better for Vitality, as Pashy will be able to find it off the back wall. They missed on the back wall defense, and Pashy makes it a 3-goal game.
Only reason they're able to get a goal here, Marky previously, there's 2 players on the ball. He was looking at it ready to challenge while the player underneath was just there. Marky should know as a veteran that there's no way his teammate below is going to be able to get that. He needs to go up and make a play to stop this pressure because it's just free boost and everything else for this Vitality team.
I think he was hopefully expecting Ponex to be able to make contact as well. Ponex off the wall, misses, and that's why Pashy was pressuring. Sees the miss and then able to get it now. The pressure on the other side from Excel here. Pashy gets it away in net. Freaky airborne over to the side. Fairy Peak down in the final 10 seconds. Down by 3, Excel. Gonna chalk this one up to a loss and be down a game here against Vitality. Vitality 1 away from taking the win over Excel.
Rough start initially for Vitality, but they are really starting to gain that confidence. Much cleaner plays, challenges very, very quick. These guys not overlapping on anybody. And that's when they're starting to work in those extra things where you talk about 10 shots coming out from these guys.
And, well, look at that. No offense here from Fairy Peak. No goals, assists, or shots. Everything being done by Freaky and Pashy 90 here, which when we talk about what is going to make this team scary, Fairy Peak's been that conversation. To see a game completely carried by his teammates, that makes this team such a triple threat.
He's done such a good job, though, of tying it all together, though. The ability to bring that upfield, just these quick passes and stuff to his teammates. But then you have Freaky really stepping up. He's kind of been the X factor for this team, where he hasn't really had the best performances. He's been facing a lot of criticism, but he's really stepped up to the plate here in week 2, which has been phenomenal for him. I'm so happy to see him playing how he feels comfortable, where he doesn't feel like he has to do everything. He's just able to be like, okay, I just need to make a touch inside to my teammate. Simple, really easy, and he's been right on the money.
Absolutely, and it's still kind of the quick counterattack goals that we're seeing from Excel right now. I'd love to see them be able to gain some ball control, create some pressure, keep a siege going in Vitality's half. Right now, it's been all counterattacks.
Yeah, we just really haven't seen any real pressure coming out from Excel. It's a couple pass plays that you see upfield, and it's either it's in or it's right back to them on defense, and that's probably been their biggest issue. They just need to find a way to maintain pressure. They just haven't been able to do it.
Well, game 4, another win for Vitality would secure this one here for them. Excel could possibly send us to game 5. Neo Tokyo, Pashy with the initial kickoff. Just to get it past Niels and net. Gets past 1, but then Fairy Peak with the bench nearly puts that one in on the oblique angle here. Back over Marky and Niels. Again, looking for the counterattack. Marky with a shot. Pashy's not quite there. It's on target. Marky Duda scores the first goal.
What a good heads-up play by Marky, too. He's the one who made that clear initially. Right over to Niels Cook, who plays an extra quick touch, and then just a very soft touch, actually, to loft that one in. That's what they need, these quick consecutive touches to be able to bring it past the defense.
Yeah, it's not just the fact that it's a fast play that makes counterattacks so deadly. It's the fact that your defense is generally retreating because your defensive players are also your offensive players. So that first attack can be so much simpler to accomplish because of that retreating defense. They're having to think about positioning back. They haven't gotten their defensive rotation going yet. So the quick counterattacks, Excel is making it work. Let's see if they can hold on to this lead.
Not only is it those quick counterattacks, but the ability to misdirect that last defender, even though they're bringing it straight downfield. Very, very easy to read. That first touch off that backboard and then an immediate shot afterwards. Nothing that the defender could do.
Ashy passing over towards Freaky. Harry Peak thought that one might be for him as well. He's able to fall back. No pressure here from Excel. Marky Duda down the field. Pashy with the connection. He and Fairy Peak both up. This is an aerial screen. Neilsko's got the read, though. He knew what was happening. And a savior medal already for Niels here in game 4.
Beautiful example of using your positioning as a threat. 2 players going up. Fairy Peak, no way he's going to make that touch. He's just going for that fake. These guys know how dangerous he can be in the air, but it doesn't matter as Marky squeaks his second one into the game.
Pashy tries to block it, but this infield pass here from Niels to Marky. This is the duo that has been doing it here in game number 4. Great placement, Pashy. He got a foot onto it, but it wasn't enough. 2-0 now for Excel.
Good defensive attempt as well by Pashy. As soon as he makes that touch, he knows it's not hard enough. Immediately turns around on that wall and then just pre-jumps, hoping he can get it the wrong way. Does get some touch on it, but doesn't matter.
Pashy playing it back into the corner here. Pressure again from Vitality. And the shot from Pashy defended by Niels, but Freaky keeps this one aggressive. Fairy Peak moving up, actually will miss the ball. Pashy looking to keep it out at midfield. Ball barely crosses into the blue before going all the way back. 2 misses here, and I think Freaky just gets a free goal.
Trying to watch what Freaky did on this one. So he had a good pass over to Fairy.
Oh, they bumped each other.
Oh, okay.
No, I can't. It's hard to tell if either of them was going to get it anyways, but the shot there from Freaky will go in. He'll take that one. It's a 1-goal game.
Good to see Freaky actually mix it up. Normally he would pass that over to his teammate, but playing it solo.
Calling for the solo goals.
It's a good way to do it. Sometimes you got to change it up. We've been seeing the same thing over and over. If it's not working, why not mix it up?
Pondex out of his own backfield. Fairy Peak over the top and Pashy now challenging. Watching Niels. Gets it past him one more time. No pressure there from Vitality. We're approaching halftime. Fairy Peak up to Freaky. Stolen by Pondex. Pashy now. Might come off the ceiling, looking for the ceiling shot here. Needs to use that flip quickly as the ball wasn't really falling. And then Fairy Peak, he gets it down to him. The defense doesn't know what to do. A creative play here to tie the game.
Nielskook plays this right as well. He goes right on that back wall. He just misses the clear completely. All he has to do is make a touch on that, and the person who's sitting there waiting at the bottom, not able to get a touch. Defensive mistake coming out from Excel, able to tie it back up at halftime for Vitality.
The backboard defense, which has become pretty routine for the professional Rocket League players here, and a great save from Fairy Peak. This is a shot from Niels. A little bit on the predictable side, but he's able to get that one after backwards. The backboard defense in particular has seen a few goals going in as they've not been able to quite get it off. Seems like it'll maybe look to tighten up moving forward. Pashy now, picking up boost in his own corner. Roll. And a tie game again. After seeing Excel go up by 2, Vitality's come back quickly. Still 2 minutes left to play here. This one gonna fall straight down to Freaky. Marky Duda's there, and he gets it out to Niels, who stalls it. Fairy Peak, though, has the read and is able to send it into the corner. Pondex now back down the field. Pashy onto the wall. Passing to himself here. Marky wins the 50-50, but Fairy Peak faster to the ball. Now Freaky up to Fairy. Just Niels in the back to deal with. Not going to be there. Freaky just needs to put this on target, and it's enough. Marky tried to get in the way, but well done by Freaky, getting the lead now for Vitality.
Same similar situation, forcing Niels up because Fairy's up as well. You have to go and try to make a save on that. But not able to get the touch. It falls straight down, and even though Marky swings in on defense, doesn't matter.
Significant offensive improvements here for Vitality. In the last few games, especially here in game number 4. Very few goals that are just being gifted to them. Having to work hard for him. Freaky now coming out of the corner here. A nice soft drop, and Pondex with the flip. Fairy Peak just has to put it in, but it doesn't go through. Neilskook getting in the way as well. Bit of help from the crossbar, and Excel will keep it a 1-goal game. 1 minute remaining here in game number 4, and it's all coming down to this for Excel.
Absolutely crucial save from Excel there to keep that within 1. And a beautiful pass just off the mark from Pondex.
Niels was getting the bumps in net as well. Now a double commit there from Freaky and Pashy. They're wanting to finish this series off and kind of get their nerves under control. But the same thing kind of goes for Excel right now. A few good offensive moments here the past few seconds. The shot's not quite there. Now on a good pass, and again, this time Fairy Peak's in the way. Marky had what would have been his 3rd shot of the game.
The announcer in game going absolutely nuts.
Understandably. Nailscope now looking for Marky again. Been a dynamic duo here in game 4. 18 seconds remaining. Pashy with the flick, and this will buy so much time for Vitality. Pashy, again, he could put in one more. Freaky now moving up as Fairy Peak demolished. He'll just be strong on the back line. He's right there, just gets the clear that Vitality needs. Down the field, Pondex needs to get this out of his own corner, out into the middle, and then another hit. This one in another buzzer beater. This one not going to win the game for him, just secure it. Vitality in 4 games.
Shoutouts to Freaky on that last play. He's got 2 people barreling down the field on him. He moves in for the challenge to make them believe he's going to contest it, backs off immediately, makes a crucial save. That extra couple seconds is just enough for his teammate to come and bail him out, and then get away with the win.